If you did your job as a bully, you should expect to take the enemy nexus more often and win more games. This game we got Lux Draven versus Xerath Caitlyn. When paired with an aggressive ADC, Lux can easily bully the enemy team out of lane or just kill them. A bully is, and I quote, a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable. And despite your current division, we are all set to win as human beings, so we all bully our enemies in-game. If you want to not be one, this is definitely not the game for you. So how does a true bully proceed to start their game? If you have a better level 1 and your jungler starts on the opposite side of the map, you can either go and wait for them in the bush and try an early kill and get some of their summoners, or just put some vision down and wait for the minions. In the case your jungler starts on your side, just go and leash him. You will need his help later. If you had some vision down, you'll see them coming, so hide in a bush and give them some poke. This way you can chip away at their health till they'll either base or die. When the enemy has long range, it's most likely that they'll base if they are very low, but the moment for you to shine will surely come. In the early game, and not only after you get a kill or when the enemy bases, make sure to help your ADC shove the wave of minions so that you don't waste any time and don't lose too many resources when you're back in lane. Coming back to your lane, take a good look at the minimap and see the general state of game. Looking at it as often as you can will increase your chance of winning fights and also put your mind at ease if you see the enemy movements. In our case, we saw the enemy jungler was on top mid side, so it was likely that we'll come and gank bot. And we were in the position to either go back or fight it, as we had an early kill and they had no engage. This way we almost killed the ganker and sent him back, taking pressure off the other lanes at the same time. A little later, we both die because we don't respect their mid lane and we get greedy for kills. Even though she wasn't on her lane and our teammate pings us, we still go for it. Respecting what you see and what you know about the enemy champions from experience can save you from a lot of deaths. Doing our job as lane bullies, we send Caitlyn back in her base, and as Xerath overstays and we have vision control, we go for a dive with our jungler. To insist on an idea I said earlier, after you win a fight in the laning phase and before you base, make sure you leave the wave on an advantageous state for your team. In most cases, you just have to push it if it's near the enemy tower side or not touch it. If it's in the middle of the lane and it comes to your tower side at a slow pace, if you want it in easier term, just count the minions. If you have, for example, 6 and a cannon, and the enemy has 7 and a cannon and may have the same health bar, then the wave will slowly push to your side. But for example, when you have 6 and the enemy 3, the wave goes to their side. After some level with Lux, your job as a lane bully gets easier. With a full combo, you can take the most enemy HP bar, and they will either base or get finished by your ADC. Getting out of the lane, your job is still the same. Bully the enemies so that they either base or get killed by you or your teammates. After a good team fight, you can go for important objectives like Baron, and with them increase the gap in power against your enemy. tactics being on the same page with your inner bully, and you'll get more victory screens. If you want more tips on how to win more, check out the video that I left on the right. And remember, always and forever, better support wins.